Hey guys, and welcome to Farm Simulator 2017 on Goldcrest Valley. So today, after yesterday of pretty much just stacking bales, I'm glad I kind of had those bales, because other than that, it would have been an interesting video. We're going to be drilling in some, well technically, yeah, I guess drilling, planting some sunflowers. We are going to be looking at getting the sunflower header pretty soon. We've got a lot of crop that we can sell, so I'm not too worried about the money situation. We've got a good amount of money, but most of you know, I would hope by this point, most of you would know, with the new way the daily maintenance is, you're hurting. You're hurting more than ever in this game, it seems. Even on normal, it's hard to keep building money kind of thing. Golden nuggets were key. So we'll bring up GPS. Everybody loves it. The old GPS. And apparently I just got an achievement. No idea what that was for, or what I did to get that. But we just got an achievement. Awesome. Okay, auto width. Set that line up again. Then auto width. We should be good at that. Put that on the course. Back it up a little bit. Switch it on. And away we go. So this does appear to seed. Well, seed, geez. Of course it does that. Fertilize at the same time. We don't currently have any solid fertilizer bags. I thought I did, but I don't. So we're probably going to end up getting them this episode, and we get to use the new forklift, the Komatsu forklift. The Toyota forklift has come out as well. Well, not officially, but it is out. I'm still trying to figure out which one I want to use. The Komatsu one's good, but it seems the attachment for the forks is really funky on that one. It seemed to be real loose. The bottom mount's rock solid, but the top mount isn't on the attachment, so it kind of flops all over the place, if that makes sense. So I may end up going to the Toyota one. The downside to the Toyota one is it really can't handle too much weight on the front, so if there's a way of making it heavier, I would be interested on doing that. But how you do a mass of a vehicle, I have no idea. I absolutely have no idea. But doing the suspension tweaks on this was one thing. That, different ball game. Different ball game entirely. So I can't remember how wide this thing is. It's not particularly wide. Should do the job, no problem at all though. I hope. So yeah, I think and no doubt you guys have been commenting right now. But of course, the day I'm doing this, I haven't seen any of the comments yet. I know the tubs on the back are for the seed. Guessing the hopper on the back, the main hopper there, not only probably for weight maybe, but it's also fertilizer too. I'm almost certain of that one now. Didn't even see the green bag in there yet on the Monday when we got this originally. So this video is definitely predominantly going to be fieldwork based doing this. And we can't turn too sharp with this planter on the back. And that edge may have to go along the headlands. Well, headland, either end of the field basically. After we've done this field, that is being cultivated, you can kind of see it in the distance. That's a pretty cool draw distance actually. Will probably be planted up in corn, maybe. And so the 15. This one's sunflower, nice big profitable field. And that one, 14 is a reasonable sized field. It's not to be looked at kind of badly. It's a good shaped field, or good sized field. As we really do not have much corn, and we do need corn for the pigs. as the only thing they are missing is sugar beets. And of course, this is Wednesday, so that is meaning we're going to need to look at our situation for sugar beets. So, in saying that, field 14 could become our sugar beet field, actually. And we'll just rent the sugar beet harvester. Obviously, we can't afford it. That is really expensive to rent as well, let alone buy the thing. I'll only probably ever do sugar beets once. It's not going to be something I definitely do a lot. And we'll keep them. As I don't know, I don't think sugar beets have a specific store point, but they'll be getting kept down at the pig yard. Pretty much exclusively just staying down there. Probably sell half of what we get out the field. So probably, depending on how many trailer loads we get out of, we'll do all the spray so we can get max yield. Probably sell a couple of trailer loads at least. The good thing with the sugar beet harvester is it does hold a lot. Actually, let's have a look, see what the pigs and all that good stuff are doing right now. Wrong one, that one. Cleanliness is 0, so we do actually need to go down to the sheep and check them out. All this stuff is at pretty much 0. They have bred already, we do have 10 pigs now. And the sheep have bred as well, we now have 16 of them. That's cool, and they are going to start needing some grass. Cool. So we may actually be doing some animal stuff this video is wow. That'd be very nice. What was screaming kids out the bed outside my bedroom window? Crazy. So sorry if you heard that. I've got a feeling you guys probably definitely did hear that. What I'm actually gonna do is set this, hopefully, on its way. Stopped unexpectedly, tank is empty. Are you kidding me? The fertilizer tank actually has to be on? Ah, that sucks. Well, I guess we are doing this manually. That's insane. You would have thought that would be able to run without fertilizer. Huh, interesting. No, I could flick it on so it buys its own fertilizer, but I think it's uses more, well, costs you more doing that than it does buying the darn stuff. I've got this far without having to fertilize, so, well, not having to fertilize, have fertilizer, but probably this is going to be about halfway now. So you got the Black Butte there on its last pass. Move that over. To, I forget the field number, field 15. So yeah, field 14 we'll put sugar beets in. And then field 15, probably sunflowers. We are going to get the normal corn header instead of the sunflower header, just because it's works out cheaper, honestly. At least you can harvest 2 crop instead of just the sunflower header, which is only obviously one crop with that. Downside is with the sunflower header you can go faster in the field while harvesting 9 mile an hour instead of 6. But is it worth the extra money? Nah, it's not. Not one bit. Not unless you're not going to do any corn harvesting at all. And heck, one of the fields actually could become corn. This field 12 may become corn when we go to do the silaging. Of course, we'll need the shield for that and all that stuff. I think within reason we should be able to get the forage harvester on a trailer by itself. I don't know, it's going to be probably some testing on a test map to figure out how I can do it in a single player scenario without it looking completely funky. I don't know. I lost with that, how I'll do it. Can't remember if the Crone Big X cargo trailers are out in 17 yet. If they are, then that would be the option. I'll download them and put them in. But I truly don't think they are. You most definitely cannot turn. Wow, with this thing. It's not got a good turning radius. So we'll finish this field off, I guess, or we'll get close to being done, and then we'll be back at you. So here's some real life of Landy Kid. We had this pause and it was just going up and down. I could get this aroma in my room all of a sudden of radiator. Any of you that live in the UK, especially you guys that are maybe not kids, older, about my age, 20s, 15s, stuff like that, and maybe even older, guaranteed but older will know the smell of the radiator liquid. It's got a very distinct smell, and I mean the central heating. Well, the little valve on the radiator, it weeps. Nothing crazy, nothing to really worry about, but it weeps slowly if it's completely switched off. And this room of mine gets really hot, so I had it switched off. And let me tell you, you could smell it, and I was like, I think I had it turned too far. When we moved here, the radiator valve was just locked on solid, and I broke it free, and I think the seals are not trashed, but they're not good to say the least. So, yeah, there's that to look at. Well, not necessarily look at, but keep an eye on. I've got a 2-litre drinks bottle cut open underneath it, and there's a bit of fluid in there, which is kind of concerning, to say the least. I pretty much run with the radiator off. It's just so hot in this room normally. The radiator is good, it kicks out so much heat so quick. My bedroom is above where the boiler is, so I think my radiator gets all the water first before it goes off everywhere else. Very, very warm indeed. So we have one more pass left on this. Then we'll get some fertilizer. Probably use the what tractor? I don't know what tractor we'll use to get that. Probably the JCB, as it doesn't take too long. Ah, will we have one more pass after this? Ah, that blows. I was hoping we'd get done in one pass. Or one more pass, should I say? Never mind. We'll take the JCB down, we've got the forklift down there, so use the store's forklift. Load. Well, probably about 4. We'll buy 4 pallets. That should be 4,000 litres of solid fertilizer. Pallets, basically. 1 for this and the spreader. The spreader's pretty much full, so I don't think it needs any for a while. I thought we had some there. I'll have to check the bags. Maybe I need to bring them forward a bit more. Get the Black Butte cultivated in field 15. That really will not take many seconds with that thing. We could even cultivate that ourselves on GPS. When this thing is seeding itself and fertilizing field 14 with sugar beets. I think this can plant sugar beets. I'm pretty sure it can. Then I think they'll be ready to rock and roll. At some point in field 11, once that field's fully grown, we'll be doing a huge harvest. Well, not necessarily harvest, but a mowing of grass. Just switch GPS off. so we can get some hay. And we don't have any hay currently, and of course we're going to need some of that for cows. I don't know why, but the cows are really like preparation. Their food you actually need to mix with a mixer wagon, stuff like that. We need to save up for a mixer wagon. And I'll probably have a mix of food in that thing already to go. 1 bale and whatever rest. Silage bales. To make that up, you don't actually need to put straw in there. Some people seem to think, as I used to, that you did, but you don't anymore. You've not had to do that for a while. The straw's like a binder, so it's nice. Well, you didn't have to in 15. Whether you do in 17 is a different question. I don't think you do. Also, we need to blow some straw into the cow area. Completely forgot the name. And we're almost out of seed in this too, so we're going to need to fill this up at the same time. At least it doesn't hold much. And we're going to need to fuel it too, as we are at 40 hours. We ticked over 40 hours last episode. So we'll do it a bit backwards here. We'll go fill it with seed, then we'll take a run down there to fill it with fuel, and then we'll come back to this field and get some sugar beets planted. There we go, sugar beets. Although honestly, I think the fuel can wait. This thing does use quite a bit of fuel, but it's like every 10 hours it needs refueling. Whether that's realistic or not, I have no idea. Guess it depends on the ground you're working on the crop, I guess. We can't set this going yet. We do need the fertilizer. That is correct. So we can get this waiting. Like I say, we'll run the fast track down. And we'll use this guy. Like I say, I'm possibly swapping that one out. Minion tractor. Very famous little tractor this has become for me. Household name. I do have a mod spreadsheet. Should be in the description at this point. I didn't put it on Monday's video, but it should be in on this one and yesterday's. That has the minion weight. It does have some of the other mods. It's definitely far from complete. Haven't spent as much time as I probably should on it. That being said, it's a lot of links to go through and find, for the most part on the mod hub actually. It's not too bad. So I don't know if anyone's noticed, I've not had any comments as of yet, but if you watch to the end of the video, for those of you that are my true subscribers and don't skip, yes, you, talking to you guys, let me know what you think of the annotations at the end for the sort of last video. It's something that Simulate told me about. I saw some of the bigger YouTubers had on their stuff, but I thought it was just a case of, well, that's for bigger YouTubers and you have to be so many subscribers, because there's some stuff on YouTube that is like that, believe it or not. As stupid as it seems, why would they get it and we would not, considering we make YouTube money too? You gotta wonder how it's worked. It's almost like if they're beta testers, fine. They're beta testers. They can test. As long as it gets passed down to everyone. And this did. And it's got the logo that pops up on one side and the videos that pop up on the other. A little bit extra to add on the end of the videos, but it's awesome. I've wanted to do something like that for a number of years, but the idea of keeping my older videos just for that reason was a big no-go for me. I couldn't facilitate that even if I wanted to. Just sheer hard drive space that would require having videos from the previous episode kind of thing. But don't need to do that anymore. Yay for YouTube. They do some stuff right. Not often, but they do some stuff that they don't break a lot of other stuff. Alright, let's go quickly to the shop. And Pallets, 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 pallets. There we go. And we need blue pallets. This one. 2 of them. It's going to be 4,000 apiece. It's going to cost about 4 grand. Oh no, more than 4 grand. 6. Yeah, 6,400. Ouch. And jump into this. This is on Mod Hoster, I believe. This guy come from. You'll see what I mean about the top linkage in a minute. It's not ideal. I really do like this one compared to the Toyota convert. This one works for the most part. And just look at that turn angle. Like if I go slow, like it turns like it should, which is surprising. Just doesn't seem to the linkage on it. And you'll see in a minute what I mean. It kind of bounces away and is not properly connected. But in cases like this, I would imagine a place like this probably would have a forklift. And it is a completely different beast to learn in the way it moves. How can I get it to nudge it? Oh, don't. Let go. I think I've gone goofed now. Oh wow, that actually glitches all the way in the trail. That's not good. There we go. Well, I wasn't trying to push the bag, but we'll have to. There we go. That should do. Now, there's one thing I have noticed is a lot of these trailers aren't actually wide enough to have both of the pallets on side by side, it seems. They overhang more than I think they should. Which you would almost think having these pallets would kind of standardize the width of the trailer. So I'm not sure where this come from originally. This forklift, I've never really entertained the idea of even having a forklift in Farm Sim. But now we have these pallets. Oh my, it's handy. It really is. Oh, preempted toilet flush. Gotta love them. You may be saying, your toilet gets flushed a lot. I think that as well. Yep. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think every video I've recorded today, 3 videos so far, I believe. Oh my. I have said the same thing. At least once. Okay, what do I give this forklift? Well, if the mount can get 100% rock solid, I think this is the forklift of choice. Again, this is from Mod Hoster. Oh dear. Come on now. No, it is in rear-wheel drive right now. You can lock it in 4-wheel drive. Wouldn't be 4-wheel drive real life, probably, but hey. This is Farm Sim with limited capabilities. Alright, we'll thank the shop manager for letting us use the forklift for the first time. I guess we'll be heading off to the farm after we strap this down. So this little thing is sweet. Komatsu. Pretty large. I don't know what this forklift would be rated at. Maybe 10, 15 ton, maybe 20 ton. I don't know. Don't know anything really about forklifts. But yeah, pretty sweet mod for a converted thing. So the pallets were loaded up over the rear axle for weight distribution. Presume that would be correct. That's how I would load a trailer in real life. I wouldn't put it over there because it would be pushing down too much on the tongue, and I wouldn't put it way back here, as it would be lifting up on the tongue. Put the weight right over the rear axles if you're just hauling a small load like this. But they're strapped down, nice and secure. We'll be able to head off back to the farm and get seed in it again. Yay! And we're back at the farm, just disconnecting the straps here. And because we have the John Deere preoccupied, this is going to be a horrible looking thing. It's going to be the John Deere front loader on the Voltra N. Yes, it does connect. So this is literally pretty much, this tractor is a yard runt mowing tractor now. Honestly, if the daily maintenance gets too expensive, I am going to get rid of this thing. It's only got 12 hours on it, so we're going to be getting back some good money. 4 tractors we have right now. The John Deere, which has got front loader capability, which is more than enough to be honest with you. And we've got the rest. Pallet forks, there they are. So I have done this before off camera. It's not something I always do, by any means, just because it does look funky. So I did toy with the idea of keeping the front loader black, so it would kind of match all machinery. But in the end I decided just to make it the same colour as the John Deere. Most of the time on the John Deere I do run with the front loader on, but then I found the front axle stops pivoting once you have the front loader on. I'm not sure what causes that, whether it's supposed to or not, but that's what happens with that particular machine. So unfortunately, front loader comes off most of the time now, which is, I guess, if it's being used as a normal tractor, you're supposed to. I don't know. To me, it's kind of extra weight, I see it as. So there we go. It does hold quite a bit in back there. That only leaves us with 3,000. So we'll just park this up, whoa, over here. Jump in this. Again, the engine switch is off. I don't get why it does that. I've got manual ignition on. That's cool. I never noticed that I had reversing lights. So it's got working lights back there and reversing lights up there. That's cool. And away it goes. So that's on hired worker. Move out its way. H, female. Helen, I guess. Let's look. We do need to go deal with our sheep, but we can't because our front loader tractors now, both of them are preoccupied. And let's have a look. This one, I wanted to see fertilization. Yeah, that's on the very first stage. When that gets to the first growth stage, we're going to have to run the weeder through. That's going to take a while. And the bottom end of this field's not been completely done yet, but the rest are on the dark blue, so that's cool. And I think I put it back to 3-stage fertilization. I took it off when I was, yep, back on, screwing around, doing the baling for myself. Basically the silage bales is what I wanted to do, just for me, kind of thing. The this guy. That shouldn't take too long to do, hopefully. Something I didn't do that I may actually need to do, and that's go over field 12. Some of the ends probably need redoing. And we'll cultivate this field. And then we'll probably call it quits for me recording for the most part of today, I think. So I talked about on, what was it, Tuesday's video, I believe? I think it's Tuesday's video. I can't remember how many I recorded at this point. There's sometimes where I just record because I'm feeling tired. I need to stop recording because I'm feeling tired, or not necessarily worn out, but need to wake up. I feel like that right now, to be honest with you. I need more coffee. But also, how much of the same stuff are you guys willing to see? Field work I haven't done too much on in the past. Animal work I can't really do too much on. So I don't know. That's turning really, really wide with that. Wow. Okay, auto width. Line that up. Hit that button. Lower that again, and away we go. So we haven't done any cultivating, so we'll do that ourselves. This field's only tiny. We can do it. So we do have sugar beets going in. Gonna need to think about the cost of renting the machine. That doesn't change, it's just gonna get more expensive. Well, not more expensive, but we're gonna need to keep an eye on our money more than ever. Probably gonna need to sell some grain, so I may do that off camera. Either tonight or, oh well, either after this or later, tonight, when I record. I don't know. Then I hope we'll come back when we're doing some more animal stuff. We do need to feed the sheep, so I need to load the Bengal trailer up that I need to add back in. It had an issue when 1.3 came out. Basically, it would break the game save. It wouldn't load up anymore with that in there, so I need to buy that trailer back. Add the money in and then buy it back. Unfortunately, we're starting from ground zero on the blades, which I'm disappointed about. Shame it had to be that way, but I needed the game save there and then. I think, when did the game update? It updated when I was going to be doing a live stream or something. Otherwise it wouldn't have been an issue. It updated later that night. So we've lost that unless I get a bigger trailer. I think the Jerskin one can handle the grass as well, so for the time being we may just load the Jerskin trailer up with a little bit of grass for the sheep. Gonna need to go over a headland pass there too. Big time after that performance right there. I'm almost willing to bet, you can see how wide the tractor had to turn there. It's gonna hit into those trees. And I'm surprised it won't get stuck down there actually. So we may have to take over at some point and get it unstuck. I can see the future now. Guessing that middle section comes down before the rest of the cultivator. Gotta love GPS, it's so nice. I kinda like hired worker, but for you. It has been a long time since I've done really any field work myself. Definitely missing courseplay. I could get so much done with courseplay. Like I could probably set off a route for the trailer to go empty itself and I could be doing this, hard work, normal hard work, and be working that field, so on and so forth kind of thing. Now when it comes with a new map, well, new maps coming out, all streams, it's going to be interesting to see how the hard work copes with oddly shaped fields. Normally they would just basically look at the field and go, you're having a laugh, right? I hope Giants have improved them, but just seeing square boxy fields, I think that's the limitation of the hard worker, basically. They would have to add more of a course play feel to the hired worker so it would scan the borderline of the field, which the fact that a mod like course play has done, presumably FarmSim could do that. It's just manpower, I guess. And of course in cattle and crops we're getting, by the looks of it, something very similar to course play stock. One of the developers, if not the main developer, I'm not too sure on this one, is working alongside cattle and crops. Same as Upside Down, he's working with cattle and crops. The guy that, I think he did GPS mod, he's done drive control, several mods. No, they are going to miss the trees. Wow, surprising. Still need to get the idiot roller and sort out my screw up there and down at field 11. That isn't too bad because I just ended up getting planted. Yeah, I may end up missing the tree. Sweet. Makes a change. But we are at the end of the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed my rambles while cultivating. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, probably on some final stages of fertilization, possibly even haymaking. Who knows? So until next time, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.